What's up, guys? Okay, so I have another video coming up here, and this time it's not car related, so we're going off a little bit of the beaten path of what I've done in the past. I have a safe that I put my pistol in, and the gas strut on it is going out. So when you put in your code to open it, the little release mechanism will release, but the door won't open all the way. And I'll show you what I'm talking about here. And this is what it's been doing. I'll go to put in my code, and it'll release. But as you can see, that little shock in there doesn't work hardly at all. And now you see what I'm talking about. Apparently it's a pretty common issue with these types of safes. And I emailed Sentry, which is the people that make this one, and they said that, well, you can replace the actual strut, but all the comments in the reviews about this safe say that they just keep wearing out, which is a real bummer. So the rep also told me, oh, you could put some lithium grease on the actual strut itself. But for any of you who actually know how struts work, you'll know that lithium grease is way too viscous and it won't work its way down into the strut. So its lubrication is really going to be subpar at best. So I'm going to show you what I did to make this work. I don't know how long this fix will last, but it's been a month since I kind of put this together and it's been working great. So here we go. All right, the first step is to actually get this strut out of here. So first you'll need a pick tool or pliers, and you'll need to get this little retaining pin out. So you just get up under here and pull, and this whole clip just comes right out. Then you'll be able to just push back and pop this strut out of the little ball and socket joint there. All right, and then once you get that out of the joint there, just go ahead and lay it down and then twist it counterclockwise, and you'll be able to unscrew it from its little connector down at the bottom right here, which is actually what secures it to the safe itself. Now, if this doesn't turn right away, it might be wiser to remove this screw, which is actually holding this in place, but mine just came right out. I'm just letting you know that there is a different way to get out of here in case yours doesn't come out easily like mine did. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to actually lubricate this shock. I do believe that customer support was right in saying that lubricating it will help. But as far as using a lithium grease, that's just stupid in my opinion. What I'm going to use is just some penetrating fluid, PB Blaster. You can get it at just about any hardware store. If you have Croil, that stuff is, as far as the stuff you can buy in a can, that's the best. But this blaster, I use it all the time. It works fantastically. So I'm just going to get a little bit right in here. This is where the actual strut compresses into the body here. So we're just going to want to fill this little reservoir with some blaster and let that soak down in there. As you can see, most of that's already down in there. And then just go ahead and work it a few times and repeat this process until it's as smooth as possible. It might take a few times for it to fully lubricate down there, but you get the point. All right, so we've got our pneumatic strut lubricated. We can set that off to the side because now comes the actual fix that I'm going to kind of show you what I did. First, you're going to need some compression springs. I got this little assortment kit from Amazon. It's made by Swordfish, and I've used a couple of their products before, and they're great. So you get this. It's got a bunch of different size springs in it, and I'll show you the size I use. I'll also put a link in the description to where you can get this exact kit if you're interested. All right, and then this is the additional hardware that you're actually going to need. You're going to need a spring. The one that I chose out of the kit is 15/16 of an inch, almost an inch tall. And then the outer diameter of it is 7/16 of an inch. And you're going to need 2 washers. These have an inner diameter of 9/32 of an inch, and then the outer diameter is 5/8 of an inch. And again, as I said, you'll need 2 of those. And we're basically just going to assemble this like a coilover for a car. So we're going to put the washers here, grab our spring, throw that on, and then another washer. So it just looks something like that. My strut came with a spring already on it. Hold on, I can grab it for you here. Just kidding, I can't show you because I threw it away. It's worthless. You can throw yours away too. That's why it's not on here. This is what it's going to look like. So let's go throw it in the safe. All right, so we're back over here at the safe. Got our cleaning bottle, keeping it open because obviously if we let this close, getting it open wouldn't be super fun. We're just gonna turn it, and then here is where we unscrewed the strut from in the first place. Just insert that there, and then rotate it clockwise until it's snug. And then what you'll wanna do is you'll wanna continue turning, and you'll feel that it's the actual strut here, rotating and not the threaded little insert that it's going into. You'll want it to line up with the flush part facing towards the inside of the safe so that we can reinstall it like so. Just like that. Now comes the time to reinstall this retaining pin. In my opinion, this is optional because one, it's hard as hell to get this lined up and pushed in there properly because it always tries to go in one side or the other and it never wants to seat all the way. Not to mention, you really don't need it. This thing does not pop out very easily. Just in case I ever want to lubricate this in the future, I'd like to keep this easily accessible. So for me, I'm just going to throw the pin away. All right, then here's for the test. We got our new little strut assembled in there. I'm gonna put in my code, and look at that. Again, it doesn't open all the way. It's not perfect, but it's 1000% better than it was before. You can play around with different springs, combinations of lengths and thicknesses. Just make sure that when this compresses all the way, it's able to fit in there. You'll feel that if you use the same exact size and specifications that I did, when you go to close this, you can feel it snug in there. I hope this video helped you guys out. And I hope this helps you guys save a few bucks so you don't have to go and buy another strut that's gonna fail in a year or two. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Go ahead and hit that like button if you don't mind. Leave any comments for feedback or future videos that you'd like to see. And if you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. It'd mean a lot to me. Thank you so much again, and I'll see you guys next time.